just turn the volume down on my headset, just a touch?
All right, guys. Joey's on your right in charcoal, and Matt Krah's on
Good.
your left in
Thank you.
red or maroon.
Looks like Matt's going to come swing by and grab this one. Nope. Joey got the break. So Joey's going to be slapping first.
First chance to draw blood. So we'll be watching Joey Dupuis in charcoal if you're just coming into the stream, and Matt Krah in red.
We are starting right now, guys. Up next, I believe, will be Earl and Jason Shaw. So stay tuned for that winner's side match. This is a B-side match that we're playing right now. So whoever loses this one is out the tournament. Matt Krah lost in the first round. I remember watching that one. That was on the stream also. And he's done a great job of staying alive these last couple of days.
All right, so Joey's breaking from the left side, probably trying to play the 1 in the side and the 2 in the lower left corner. Let's see how effective this is. Okay, 2 in straight in.
Yeah, he controlled that nicely.
He's going to have shape on the 1, even better.
Perfect.
He's got a little angle there, but he'll be able to pop this in and get over to the right still. He just needs to get a little to the right so he can cut the 3 in and get position on the 4.
Yeah, I like this shot. As you can see, he doesn't really hang about, does he? He doesn't hang about, and that first one is always a little bit touchy.
Yeah, he had to pop it to get over on the 3 so he could get down to the 4. The 4 only goes in the lower right corner, so I think he tried to force that ball a little bit, and maybe the shot wasn't there that I said, where he could get far enough on the 3 to get over to the 4.
You have to finish low on the 3, right?
Yeah.
Matt Krah got a good opportunity here. He can just float this in. Doesn't want to leave himself close to the rail. So you want to overplay this so it comes rail. And he's ended up touching it. He tried to get so close to it. It might actually be a straight combo.
Yeah, kick combo.
Kick combo, right? I don't think we've got an angle to look at it any better than what we're showing you right now. Yeah, look how lucky, look how fortunate that was. I mean,
yeah, they could make Joey a little sick.
You want to drop below this 4? Would you come to the 5 side?
Try to hit the 5.
Yeah. So he wants to come down the right-hand side of this 4 ball.
Yeah, then he can play the 4 in the side or the corner.
Yeah, it gives himself an option of 2, just like that. See, if it bounces, it comes to the side pocket, and he's actually perfect. Look at this.
He's all right.
He bounced a little higher than he wanted to, but you can kind of see just how quick these are.
Now he may be able to hit the 8 and stop the cue, or go around the 8. I'm not sure what exact angle he has, but I think he can go right into the 8 and stop the cue.
I prefer to go around the 8 here. I don't want to like draw this. I'd rather play it natural and leave myself an angle.
He definitely doesn't want to land on the rail, back cutting the 5.
100%.
He'd like to be above it if possible.
Hey, you're welcome, Diamond. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Can hear Mike just still announcing the matches in the background. See, he's going to draw into the 8 like Mike said.
Well, he could draw to the chalk too with a little inside reverse and come back up.
He fooled us both. Maybe there was a bit more angle than we thought.
Right, well, he was going around, sort of your idea, but like I said, this is a little steep of an angle. I would have liked to have been above it or at least closer to it so it was a little easier to make.
You could either float 2 rails and play the 7 in the side or come around the 7 altogether. I prefer coming all the way around and trying to leave the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Yeah, for the 7 in the upper right corner, right, Del?
That's right. Yeah. Or, you know, if it's his preference and he feels like he can just control this better, he may just try and float down in the side. And he did neither.
Yeah, now see, because he was such a steep angle, he misjudged the angle. And that's because he was under the ball. I feel like above the ball, you just see the angle better. Maybe that's a me thing, but...
I mean, with that shot, it was tough either way because it looked like he was going straight into it. And Joey didn't play that the best. He was very fortunate not to scratch there.
He's scratching his head a little.
Yeah, I mean, going rail first there, I feel like you have to play that with a lot of right-hand side to make sure you hit the second rail, you know?
Right. He might have been afraid to hit the 9 or the 8, but Got away with a little something there.
Yeah, he played that one correctly though. Played 2 rails just to make sure.
Played that nice and smoothly. And this is essentially a stop shot. He's going to roll a little to the left, but essentially, oh, he was straight. Perfect.
Yeah, he was dead straight. That's where you want to be. That's right, Tippy. It is me and Mr. Yaddak in the booth.
One for Joey Dupuis.
Joey taking out 1-0.
Nice out by Joey. Nice rhythm. Matt had a really good shot on the 4, you know, just a little funny on the 5, and that might have been caused by the position of the 4.
It can make the hell of it. It can make a whole lot of difference, you know.
While they're in between racks, I'm going to just make some announcements I made earlier. So Joey Dupuis plays out of Sticks and Stones Billiards. He wanted to do a shout out to Donnie Hunter, and he also plays with the Zeus Q. Said to say hi to his son who might be sweating the match, and to say hi to Patty Orlando, or as Joey would say, Patio.
Patio.
And we'll name Matt's sponsors after this. See the spike, wing ball dead in.
Yeah, very fluid.
Lost the cue a little bit, but the 1 may come all the way back for him.
It's gonna. Ooh, I think he's got a shot on it. You know. Can we just look at camera 2, please, Al?
Yeah, that looks like that might go.
I think that might slide past, right?
Then what? Play the bank on the 3?
I don't know what I'd do with the 3 right now. I mean, making the 2 is hard enough. Making the 1 ball is hard enough. Sorry.
We got Eddie the Lock in the house saying hello.
Yeah, he spun it. He was able to spin it with right hand English.
That was a sweet shot there.
That was really nice. See what I mean about the more natural feel?
Yeah,
just kind of naturally just twisted it around.
It was a great shot. Now you can just come up a little bit, play the 4 on the side, and everything else is pretty much a hanger.
I've just got a beer delivery. Can't say too much about that.
He's going to try to land a little under the 5 so he can go between the 7 and 6 for the 6 position, because he wants to play the 6 in the lower right corner.
Yeah,
I believe.
I think just one rail and back out. If we can go back to the main camera, that would be nice. You'll just see him bounce out for this one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, perfect speed, I think. A little risky, actually. I would have played it to not hit the long rail, but good angle control regardless.
Again, this is all about feel. You can go 1 rail back out. You can go 2 rails up to him.
Yeah, I like the 1 rail myself.
The tables look like they're playing beautifully. I've only just arrived today, but
oh, they played amazing.
look, I mean, they're brand. This is a brand new diamond here this week.
Now, if he can hit the side rail, the shot's a little easier. If he can't, then he's got to do a pure draw and sort of judge the speed. But if he can hit the long rail with a little bit of right,
I like going forward. Here.
I think the draw shot's a little easier for me.
Yeah, the draw shot, he was punching it, you see, and he was trying to get 2 straight. If you follow that, you guarantee to leave yourself a shot from the left side of the table. Let me just see where's Lou Soriano. How you doing, Lou? From one of the Long Island crew. Setting up a great tournament for the King of the Hill just there. Also runs a group, Straight Pool Fanatics. Give that a like and a share. Mr. Francisco, we love Ariel. Guys at Roy's Basement bringing you guys a lot of great talent. A lot of time free streams as well, similar to what Upstate Al does.
Make sure you go over there and like Roy's Basement's Facebook page, like he says, folks. Follow him.
Yeah, Matt under hit that 8 ball a bit and ended up with a tough shot here on the 9.
Yeah, that 7 was, yeah. I always prefer to overdraw that, because you can always hit the bottom rail and back out.
He's going to have to come with a good shot. Now, I'm not saying he can't make this, because he can, but it's a much tougher shot than he'd like.
Yeah, he hit that lovely.
Split the center of the pocket, so Matt Krah gets on the board. I'll mention Matt's sponsors now. It's a good time while he's about to break. Matt Krah is sponsored by Predator Q's, Hustling Clothing Equipment, and Kamui Products. Joe Young is his Q repair guy, so Matt just wanted to do a quick shout out to those people.
Yeah, look, I really like Matt's game. Like I say, he's one of those 50-50 players. If you catch him on his game, he's very, very tough to beat. He can beat anybody in the world. But if he's slightly off and he misses a couple, you can kind of get the better. You can kind of jump on that.
Yeah, I think he's like. I think both these two players, their high gear is very high, and their middle gear is a little too low. You know?
Yeah, you can kind of try and take advantage of those things. Obviously, me and Mike are biased, but
here we got Weston Hewitt in the background.
Yeah, Weston Hewitt. Kev West, great player. I've never seen him play with a carbon shaft, so maybe he's made the switch.
Playing the 6 ball in the corner, guys. Possibly the 1 in the side. Let's see if... Yep.
Yeah, the 6 absolutely rifled in there.
And he's going to have position on the 1 in the opposite left corner. That's ideal.
The 2 ball is sick, though. I don't think the 2 goes by the 4.
It might. It's close enough to be questionable.
Yeah, but trying to swing this 2 rails and get back on the 2 is in between that tiny gap. As Al says, forget about it.
He might be able to.
Forget about it. I'm bringing the comments
forget
back.
about
2
it.
secs. Just restarting the comments.
Got it. I don't even know. Can he see it? Can he see the 1 ball? Does he have to swing it? A little bit of twist.
If he's got to twist it, it's the right English to get back for the 2, but
Yeah,
this
but
is a
if
tight-
he's going to twist
jacked
this,
up.
he's going to hit the 5. It was always
Yeah.
going to hit the 5. I don't know what the thinking was there.
I thought he could slightly twist it, but he had to do a massive mistake, which means he wasn't going to have a shot in the 2 except for a safety if he made it.
Joey can get to the right-hand side of the table now. He can play the 2 in the left side, the left corner pocket.
Yeah, past the 9 ball, you're saying, in the left
Past the
corner.
9, yeah. I think he can get down there too.
Between the 3 and an 8, and the 8.
Well, I don't want to go that way. That is a possible route, but I actually like twisted it and come in to the 2nd diamond on the low rail and trying to come back through.
So you're saying low outside. Dell's saying low left, so hitting the 1 a little thicker and coming long rail, short rail, and back underneath between the 4 and the 2.
Yeah,
It's
so
a pretty precise shot.
long rail, short rail. I just prefer that as opposed to try and drift by the 3. You might go too far.
Yeah, I hear you. Get behind the 4.
If you go to the short rail, you could potentially bump the 2 as well.
Yeah, he saw your shot. I think it might go by the 4.
If he's played it that way, then there's a definite gap. There has to be a gap. The 2 must go past the 4.
Yeah. Well, it's close, but I think he's got a 3/4
Oh, man,
of a
it
pocket.
wasn't even close. It was a bucket.
Well, that was Dell's option, just lighter, which I originally thought he was going to do, but we thought the 4 was blocking the pocket.
100%. I fancy Joe from here now just to roll these out.
Yeah, he might play the 5 in the side or just come out to the center of the table, depending on what angle he has. Looks like center of the table is the route. Nope, side pocket. Got a little close to the rail. Whenever you're landing on the rail, you know your speed's a little off. He landed himself on the rail, so now he's got to probably play the 8 in the upper left corner.
Yeah, just roll this through. He was able to do it. That's fine.
That angle was a little less than I thought.
Yeah, Jason is still on the winner's side. He plays Earl next on the
3 rails. Nice
on the
shot.
live stream at 8 p.m. Yeah, that's a lovely shot. I love playing 3 rail shots.
Yeah,
Not just for the feeling, but you get a good.
good pot.
Yeah, you kind of get just a good judgment on how the speed's going.
Got a little close to the rail, but nothing that Joey couldn't handle there. Another nice out by Joey.
That's right.
Score should be 2-1, but you guys can check out AZ Billiards has the live scoring.
Yeah, it's right there on the home page. Just click on Turning Stone 2020. You'll be able to see the bracket and all of the games that are live right now. They have live scoring on that also.
AZ Billiards, sort of your #1 go-to resource for tournaments, player review, all kinds of good stuff on there. You guys should check that out. Looks like he's going to end up with a
Yeah, the 2's going to roll in.
perfect scenario.
Lovely.
The 1 will actually lead nicely to the 2, which goes back up table for the 3, and then most of the balls are pretty much a foregone conclusion. I hate to say it.
This is a roadmap. This is the best roadmap I've seen.
So, guys, he's just going to drift 2 rails down to the short rail, I believe, and then put a little left English on the 2, come up to the middle of the table, probably play the 4 on the side or the corner.
It's a great chance to put some
5, 6,
distance.
7, all pretty much by pockets. So,
Yeah, to go 2 ahead right now, this is perfect with the break.
yeah, the only key here is really the 4 ball. He's just got to play position on the 4 from the 3 to the 4.
Oh man,
that's-
I feel like he just took a little bit too long on that, and he was trying to get. I mean, you didn't have to get perfect on that at all. Or is it commentator's curse? Is that the first one with curse, Mike?
Yeah, so far. It's a little
But
brutal.
he's
He was
left
definitely
it safe though. You'd be sick if you were Matt coming to the table right now and He missed in the near jaw.
I'd be ecstatic that I got to the table. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't be a stack. You got to the table. Look at this. This is a hard safe too.
It's a hard safe, but
It's a
I'm
hard
at the
combo.
table.
I mean, if you take the combo, for me, the combo's as hard as the safety.
Let me think what I would do here.
It looks like he's going to play it 2 rails and bring the cue ball back down.
Yeah, this is
He's just trying to leave the cue ball. I mean, look, see how far that leaked out on the new table.
Well,
I mean, it just rolled forever.
yeah, he hit it pretty hard though.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. For me, I think I might have been aggressive there and tried the combo.
You know what I might have done? I might have just put it by the 3 and the 7 and not tried to go 2 rails. Just get it by the 3-7. Let him play a combo instead of me play a combo.
Yeah, true. Wow, look at that. That almost... Now he's perfect. This is where he wanted to be on the first shot.
Right, you want to be on this rail. This makes it easy to get to the 3.
Just play this with some left. You don't even need to put draw on it. Just let it drift up. And
Put a little draw. Make sure that 4 doesn't come into play. He's all right, but he got a little nervous. Stayed
would you
out
play
longer than
this?
I've ever seen Joey play.
yeah, this is it. You want to play this with left side or right?
I'd play this with left side. Just a sliver and just try to miss the 7. And I'm playing the 4 and the side. Any one of those 3 corner. The top right corner, the side pocket, or the lower right
You don't
corner.
try and bump the 7 and try and to hold for the 4?
Nah.
And then if you come by it...
Nah.
Oh, sorry about me, mate.
Yeah, but that's a funky angle.
Yeah, he didn't play it that great, but he did try and bump. he did try and bump the 7, which was my thought. You know,
That's
my
why I
thought.
wouldn't bump the 7. It just makes it a little more complicated.
Us left-handers think the same, all right?
All right. Well, watch this left-hander cut this in the right corner because he doesn't have a full pocket in the left.
No, this is a difficult shot. You want to try and make. I mean, he's making a difficult, an easy run out look difficult right now. But this is his only hard shot. Boom, center pocket.
Yeah, the 4 was the key to this whole rack, and when he missed the 1, we were surprised. But once he got on the 4, that was pretty much it. He's going to draw back a little bit to make sure he has angle on the 6 to naturally come to the 7.
Come off the rail a little.
Yeah. Just draw,
Yeah.
just give myself a little further off the rail.
Yeah. Well, he just stopped it dead.
That's enough. He's got angle on the 6 to get to the 7, which is all he really needs.
There's nothing there, is there, really?
Yeah, this nice little follow shot.
Yeah. And like I say, this is to go 2 ahead. Put some
Yeah.
breathing space on the board.
I actually like going 3 rails in this, but he might just draw it out. No, he went 3 rails. Hit it a little soft.
Did hit it soft, right?
Yep.
I'd have put way more twist on that, just to kind of make sure I made the center of the table.
It's funny because I think he put too much twist, right?
Hmm.
You should have hit it a little flatter.
That's right. And it would have come round. Yeah.
Yeah, more towards the center instead of towards the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, he got out. Made it a little more interesting than he needed to, but still a good
3-1.
out. Yeah, 3-1 by Joey.
And the game's moving quite nicely. There hasn't been a lot of safety play. Guys have both been aggressive.
I'll do a quick shout out to Jacoby Custom Cues, Kamui Tips and Chalk, Amsterdam Billiards, of course. Both Dell and I play out of there a lot. Azala Botanicals, Narcoleptic Chalk Holders, Let's Go Print NYC, and the Billiardists. Also do a quick shout to my friends over at Baltimore City Cues. They've got a booth in the back. Anyone interested in buying some products, they've got some stuff here. Come to Turning Stone, guys, watch some great pool, buy some fun equipment, have a good time.
Everyone's making that wing ball look easy. Has that been happening for the duration, or?
When the guys are cool and racking well for each other, yeah. Yeah, these guys are not
Are you allowed to
jiving
check
around.
Are you allowed to check the rack? Or
Yeah,
no?
you're allowed to check the rack here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's opponent rack, but you're allowed to check the rack. But
Again, Joey's got a great layout. He's only really got one difficult shot here,
Yeah, the
and
one
that's the one to the 2 is the key. I mean, do you try and get around the back of the 5 there, or do you try and draw this
no,
onto the side
I
rail?
do a pure draw to the side rail here.
And what, with low right?
Just straight draw.
Straight
I
draw?
don't use any right. I don't think I need it. I think you'll get a little arc and it'll flatten out.
Right.
You're not hitting it too hard, so I think the draw will take.
He's putting a little right-hand side on this. You see it twist out?
Yeah,
So just a little right, but not like a heavy draw.
I kind of wanted to stay on the right side of the 2, so I went more naturally to the 4. Now the 6 is a little bit in play.
Yeah.
I think he can avoid it, but he's going to have to pound this a little bit, which makes the pocket a
Center
little
ball.
smaller.
Make it center ball. Yeah. He didn't hit it hard enough, I don't
Well,
think. But
I think he was a little afraid of rattling it because he rattled some others, popping it a little too much. I think he accepted this and sort of knew he was going to have a little tougher shot in the 4, but at
Yeah,
least he's
that's
still
right.
at the table.
good enough. Looks like you got a fan, mate. Jeep Nick.
Oh shoot!
He's asking who you are. You
Who's
don't know
this?
who this guy is?
No, I don't know Jeep Nick.
He seems to like your commentary, mate.
Well, that's always favorable. Keep me in the booth.
That's it. But you see, like there where he played that, he underplayed it, and it made the 4-ball missable. That wasn't an easy cut down the rail.
Yeah, he might have spun that out of here. I have noticed that it's not deflecting as much as you. Wow, he just hit that in the outside of the pocket and it still went in.
Yeah. Well, you hit the face of the diamond. Once you hit the face of the pocket, they should just drift in.
Yeah, but it's not playing as I'll say deflecty as you would. I'm creating words over here, but
Look at Joe Tucker. How you doing, Joe? Good to have you in the chat, buddy.
everyone that's watching the rack and wondering what's going on, I learned everything from Joe Tucker.
Yeah, that's it, man. Joe Tucker's the man. But he's saying
Thanks,
when he's out of line, he's actually perfect. I like that. You make the ball from anywhere. Doesn't need to play perfect pull. Just needs to make the ball in the hole. He should just draw this out. Some players would go 2 rails and around here, but I think he'll just draw this out. Give himself some angle.
Just make sure he's not jacked up over the 9.
Hey, Fred. Thanks for joining, buddy. Hope the game's going well. It looks like he's going to use low right again.
Yeah, side pocket looms large here.
It does loom large, doesn't it? And
Side
look,
pocket looms large here.
do you see that? And you called it straight away. So, I mean, if you play that with inside and you run it around 3 rails, you guarantee that there's no scratch.
Yeah, I would have played that with top inside
But,
for sure.
Yeah, I would have played it top inside, almost definitely, but
Only
again,
because
4, I mean,
at the 3rd diamond,
it's a huge rack too. Look, 4-1
Yeah.
versus 3-2. That's huge.
yeah, low outside at that 3rd diamond with the object ball around that 3rd diamond. With the outside English, you can spin it right that side so easily.
Yeah, with
You know?
with inside you can just. Ugh. With inside you couldn't do that. Sometimes I feel like you're going across the tangent line, but he was going across the tangent line both
ways. Yeah.
Both ways. So play the
Might
one
as
with
well.
the higher percentage.
Less scratches.
Yeah.
Take away as many possible errors as you can.
Take away as many possible. You're right.
So
That's
he's
right.
going to play the 4-ball here, and he's been having the 1 come below
Oh, almost
the side.
scratched.
And wow, Joey just got a great roll there. Very easily could have scratched. Instead, he's got a 1-8 combination that actually looms
think
as a large pocket.
I would actually play this off the 6 and draw back for the 2 in the side.
Well, he's taking a little time, so he's thinking of that. I do like the 1-8 combination, but you can lose the 1 behind the 6 if you play that. So
Yeah.
your shot may be a smarter, safer play.
I think
though.
I could draw this off the 6 almost definitely, because I feel like it's going more. But it looks like he might be playing the 8.
It's a good straight pull read. You know, if he hits this soft, it won't go behind the.
Yeah, played
Yeah,
it
he saw
nicely.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't want to cover the 4.
Good
4.
call, Del.
He's kind of see where the 6 has
Yeah.
landed. That makes the shape now makes from the 3 to the 4 makes it very difficult.
Now, what do you do here? Do you try to go into the, try to go underneath the 3 and then try to go into the 9 with the cue?
I like coming parallel with the 3, so I'd bring the cue ball down to the
Down
short
to the
rail,
short rail, right? Yeah, yeah.
and then I would
Spin it up towards the 9, right?
yeah, I would go anywhere beyond the 9, and I know I'm good.
Assume if you.
Oh man, how did he scratch there? Wow. Oh my god. You know what he's saying? He's saying, you know what, Matt, take ball in hand and try and land on that 4.
It's I feel like if you try to hit the 9, if you go underneath it or above it, you're at least going to have something on the 4.
Yeah, you see where it is there. So anywhere underneath the 4, if you're on that line for the 2nd diamond of where the 4 ball is.
He might actually play short side position here, and if he doesn't get it, he's got great safes.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
that's
agree.
not the end. That's not the end of the. Yeah, you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Stop shot. You put him right behind the 6.
If he doesn't feel confident with it, but I still like coming down the other side of this.
Such a small window for him to get in on the 9.
In fact, would you not come like long rail and try and spin it across to there and back to the side?
Dell's saying to go 3 rails, short, long. Well, sorry, 2 rails, short, long towards the
Towards the chalk.
3rd diamond.
See where the chalk is in the middle? So
Yeah.
trying to aim it towards the chalk. Yeah, he wanted to come short. That was always the danger here. Look, he's going to finish almost frozen on this 6, and it's oh
He's
wow.
actually came out
Smelling of roses.
pretty amazing when he could have been dead.
He could have been dead. I mean, this goes as well. He can
Yeah, I
make
think
this
he
ball.
can dice this in and come around towards the 7.
Slicey, slicey. Oh no, didn't want to hit the 8.
Oh, he hit it so soft.
Why hit that so soft? You had so much area in where the chalk is on the left side here. You could finish anywhere in that area and still have a shot.
This is Matt's B game. You know, he's just not stepping up. He has a great game, and he's just not playing yet. Hopefully, he gets a little more comfortable here as the set goes on, and he can.
I'd like to see it.
Close out, but he got a really good roll there. If he'd have closed that out with that good roll, that might have changed the momentum.
I love to see him let his stroke out, and I feel like he's playing a bit tight right now.
He might get this. He might get this.
He's got fortunate here.
Nope.
No. Leaked out a bit.
That was uncharacteristic.
Very much so. And Joe's had all the run here. I mean, Joe hasn't played great himself, but the mistakes that Matt's making. See, look at this. This is another poor positional shot that he's going to get lucky on. Getting that bump there should never have been anywhere near that.
Yeah, unless he was playing the side, that just didn't make sense. You know,
No.
but I don't think he was playing the side.
Hey Justin, you can check out the brackets at AZB. But Earl is still on the winner's side.
I'm gonna play side pocket here probably. Or he can draw back for the corner. I like just playing the side.
Yeah, there's no reason to move the cue ball there when it's a straight into the side.
Yeah, some guys will draw that and then they'll get in trouble on the 9.
Yeah,
the stop shot. He's in perfect shape.
I mean, yeah, for guys of this caliber, they should be making these all the time. Well, there we go. What's that? 5-1. We up 5-1. I can't see the score from here. I apologize.
I'm not sure, but again, we can look at Easy Billiards, guys.
Damn, that might be 6. No,
It's,
it's 5-1.
It's 5-1.
Yeah. Well,
the guys at home can actually see it because they're putting the scoreboard up for them.
oh, I see.
Our monitor guys doesn't have the score up, but
yeah, 5-1. Joey's in heaven, and
Yeah.
I feel bad for Matt. And this is what I was saying about his 50-50 game. When he's not on, he can leave easy. He can make easy errors and leave it on for his opponent, and that's at this level. When you're on the B side, you can't afford to leave such easy.
you have to play almost perfect pull on the B side, and
The
that's
most
probably
perfect, yeah.
that's probably how he got through here. And he's just having his bad game, you know. Like
Yeah, he's grinding it
eventually
out.
he's got to catch up.
TV table can have its toll on you sometimes. You know, it can add that little bit of pressure because you know that you know the people that support you. They're tuning in, they're watching. You need to kind of take that pressure out of your mind a bit.
Yeah, unlike other TV tables, this isn't playing faster. The lights on it are the same as all the other tables, so it should be playing very similar to the rest of the conditions. So
I like that shot by Joey going up and down.
that's a perfect shot.
Yeah, it was perfect. So playing the speed of the table versus trying to hold that off one rail, he came 2 rails. I like that.
And what do you do here? Put a little inside on this and kill it
Yeah, just
between
kill
the
it.
7?
Just kill it. He's putting inside on it
Yeah, I like that shot.
because he's perfect now. He can come 1 rail
Yeah,
straight
he'll
into the line of the 4.
He'll stay past the 6 and the 5 and just get a nice angle on the 4 so he can come back and forth for the 5.
Depending on how he feels, oh no, he can't hold that. I
He
thought
could
might.
go 3 rails or draw. Now this draw, there's the side pocket, but
Yeah, he went 3.
he went 3 rails to take that out, but he underhit it pretty drastically.
But still, I prefer that on a nice slick cloth. I prefer that shot
Yeah, the
versus
scratch is big.
the
That's
side
how,
to side.
That's how Matt scratched on the 8 to the 9 last game or the game before.
He missed one of these in the previous rack, so he'll want to redeem himself.
Yeah, he overcut it last time.
It's funny, when if you notice, the last time he played, it was a blind pocket. With that one, he could see the pocket. You see
Right.
how often you kind of
Rely on that visual.
you miss to a blind pocket, but you make the heart of the pocket on a visual pocket.
Joey's taking no time to make this 6-1 here.
Perfect. Hey, thanks, Tiffany. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, me and Mike have just really. Mike has been playing the event. I arrived today. We love to commentate together. We do it a lot for Amsterdam Billiards in New York.
Yeah, there's a big match coming up January 17th, guys. I'll tell you between racks. But Mika Immonen is playing Efren Reyes, and that should be a lot of fun. Dell and I should be doing commentary for that, as far as we know. Again, that's Amsterdam Billiards, 11th Street and 4th Avenue in New York City by Union Square. You guys want to see a fun match? That's where to go on the 17th. Looks like the 2-ball in the left corner, and he's been playing the one underneath the side. That one went underneath the side, but this one, the wing ball didn't go. It's the first rack where it came up dry.
There we are. Give a shout out to my buddy Rich Schultz. Came up to New York from, I believe he was in Atlanta. This will be a good tournament for you, buddy, if you ever want to come up to Turning Stone.
Okay, so Matt has the push out. He's going to push out to a safety.
There we go.
Almost want to cut this in. If you can see the complete left side of the 1 and not have the 8, I try to cut this in because I feel like the 2, the 9, and the 4 is going to stop the progress of the cue, and as long as I overcut it, I don't sell out. But if you undercut this ball, you sell out every time.
Yeah.
You could also bank the 1 back between the 6 and 2 and try to lead the cue.
You know what it is as well?
behind
He's
those
6-1 up, so I got a feeling he's going to be aggressive.
Well, he played underneath the 6. This is a good
Oh,
shot
look
if
at
he
this.
nails it.
Perfect. Oh, baby.
Oh,
Come to
wow.
daddy. Come to daddy.
That's a good shot. I like that shot, actually. I'm
I
surprised
think
didn't
it's
see it.
too, but it's too. That's too pinpoint for me. He was leaving the 1 ball hanging. I wouldn't have played it. But if he felt like, you know, you see with this cluster with the 4, the 9, and the 2.
Yeah.
That's the bigger. That's the one you play for. That's the wall you play. Playing for a single ball shape, you know, single ball like that.
That particular safety lands a little better than you think, though. It's very natural. You can go under 1 rail like you did, or you can go 2 rails underneath it, and there's a lot of high possibility with that. My old mentor Ginky showed me that shot, and it was a shot that I practiced, and I was
like the
surprised
shot.
as a B player how well I hit that shot.
Don't get me wrong. I like the
Before.
shot. It's natural, but
Yeah.
the amount of times that you can get that wrong and just sell out.
Yeah, you look like a hero when you hit it. You look like a failure when you miss it.
100%. Yeah. And I don't think he's got the 1 rail escape. I think he's going to have to go multiple rails there. So it looks like he's going to go short rail, long rail, back to the long rail and back out. Or there's he going to go. Oh, he tried to come right around it. Perfect 4
That was
rail
a great
kick.
shot.
Look at this. He's going to get right underneath it too.
It's a
Fantastic.
good reward for choosing the right kick there. I think he chose the right kick to give him possibility of having a good
Really,
result.
really nice round of applause from the crowd sat on the side there. They
A very knowledgeable crowd.
recognise that 4 rail kick was pure knowledge. Another good shot by Joey as well. Look at that. And again,
Yeah, this is an easy 1 rail kick, but I would go 2 rails to try to get it out of there and hide him behind the 4, 9, and 2 rather than 1 rail.
yeah, that 4-9-2 is huge right now. If he can hit the right side of this 1 ball, he
Yeah, if he
can
can get
lock
underneath it.
him right underneath. Look at that.
Yeah, if he can get underneath it, hit it a little too hard.
The spin took it forward.
Yeah.
If he'd have played that plain ball, he may have found himself in a better shape. But a lot of players, including me, you know, when you're playing a 2 rail kick, the amount of times I use left English when I could just hit plain ball,
Right.
and that would leave the cue ball there. But you find yourself putting a little bit of twist on it to help it around the angle.
Right. Someone mentioned didn't understanding pushing out without tying up balls. Right now, the 2, 9, and 4 are all tied up. So there is still some longevity in this game just because of the.
I like the up and down here. What do you think? Trying to put the cue ball behind the 7 and putting the 1 ball behind the 2.
I like that. I certainly wouldn't shoot from here.
Yeah, he looks like he looks like he's shooting this ball.
Yeah, he looks like he's hitting it.
Gearing up, man. Wow. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Forget you. I mean, Jesus.
Give the man a roll for that shot.
Look at that. I mean, yeah, it's a very aggressive shot. But he must love that shot to take it at this stage.
Yeah, he's a shooter, you know.
He's going to really just lock him up on the 9 now. Just trying to stop it dead. There we go. It's leaked out a little.
He needs it to slow down.
Yeah.
I think he might.
He's got this. He's got a snick of it. He may play the same shot. I think he can cut this.
You know, to play that shot, to play a safety on the 2, that was ultra aggressive. Let's see. Good shot by Matt. Used the 7 balls as
Yeah, this is what Matt needed. Matt needed a slow game. He needed to slow the pace down a little.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He needed to put the brakes on Joey, who was catching a gear, and stop making those kind of mental, those mental errors that cost you a rack here and there. And they've extended him out to a 6-1 lead.
Well, if you notice the rack, this was the first time the wing ball didn't go.
He's had a slap at it. Sometimes there's a lot of benefit in the hit and hope. As we say, if in doubt, give it a clout.
Is that what they say?
Well, it's more of an English thing, I guess. What do you say in America? Is there no rhyme in slang? No?
Not with the clout.
If in doubt, give it a clout.
Give it a Krah. Give it a Krah.
You crawled it?
That was an incredible shot that Joey came with, and not really a good reward, just because he had that 2 leak out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, with the 5 where it is right now, he was playing for the big pocket. I mean, if he hits the 5, he might make the 2, but I think you're going to see a more controlled effort here. He tried to make that. I mean, he tried to make that ball.
Slow roll down to the 3 ball.
Make no mistake. He didn't play the safety there. He tried to make that ball and just hit it bad.
Joey's got a 1 rail this between the 8 and the 6, right?
I like the 2 rail, just because the 2 rail makes it a bigger ball.
Which 2 rails?
So going past the 7, and then playing it with right-hand English to go to the second.
I got you.
I'm trying to go to the
second. That seems like a
second.
big scratch to me, but
Yeah, he played it 1 rail again. You see how you like slide by it?
yeah.
I
like
feel
that.
like going second rail, you could have cut it in, and naturally, even if you hit it thick, the 2's going away from, they're separating.
Right, I was trying to make it, so I'm thinking of shape on the 3 after, but maybe, I don't know. I think both options were good options. Probably personal preference in that particular case.
Hey, James knows. See, they say in Canada it must be a snooker term. I think I grew up playing snooker, and I might have heard that, and it stuck.
It's
Give it a
alrighty
clout.
then.
Give it a clout, eh? That's my Canadian accent, by the way. If in doubt, give it a clout, eh?
Rip it,
Rip it, boy.
tear it open.
Tear it open. I love Canada. I've got my uncle actually lives in Canada. Moved from Scotland to
Wow,
Canada.
that was
Wow, what a shot that was.
that was another incredible shot. Now I think if he hits the 3
Got
and
unlucky.
goes into the 9-4, the 9 it's going to knock the 4 towards the corner, so he has shape on the 4.
I just want to jump in there. I want to say thank you to Matt Dolan for sending in your donation. Thank you so much. Goes a long way. And this one here, Jimmy and Julie Ha, I am going to wring your necks when I see you. Thank you anyway, and appreciate it for your donation. And one more, guys.
There we go. I like
Kevin
that.
Ordito. Thank you, Kevin Ordito. He says, thanks for the Turning Stone feed, buddy. Kabachi on AZ. I gotcha. Thanks, Kev.
Thanks, Al. And thanks to everyone that donates to the stream. It makes a huge difference for the things that Al is able to do. He made a great shot there, actually. He did exactly what he said, but he ended up bumping the 9 and not the 4.
Yeah,
and
he hit
got
the
a bit of a
9
lucky
thin.
roll, right?
Yeah, he hit the 9 thin. He didn't hit the 9 square, so he ended up hitting the 9 thin, and now
Yeah.
he's got to come with a great shot.
I think he wanted a little more than
He's
that.
got automatic shape, so he just has to pot this ball, as they say.
Just got to make it.
And
He's pushed the 6 into a nice spot as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I mean, because he just needs to stop this dead now.
it's almost to connect the dot out here now.
Yeah, he tried to draw it back just a little so he doesn't have to go 3 rails and around. He can play this with top left and spin it out for the 7.
Might even be able to stop it.
Yeah,
You're right, he had a little angle.
little angle on that.
1 rail out to the middle, and he'll be golden.
Yeah. I'd prefer to finish on the right side of this 8.
Yeah,
just
of
so I
course.
could
Yeah,
come
1 rail
versus-
towards the 9.
Yeah, versus doing anything else. And I mean, for the guys that are watching,
He got a little thick, but he's all right.
this is what makes 9 ball so important in playing the right pattern, and that you're trying to limit the travel of the cue ball. He's up 7-1 now, so he got out of that. Matt really tried to slow it down and tried to control the match, take the control back from Joey.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Matt's given up at all, guys.
Backfired a little.
He really fought hard that rack and just didn't go his way. Played a couple good kick safeties and worked hard, but Just not fortunate in the turnarounds.
Guys, make sure you give in an Upstate Hour a nice like and a share. He does provide this stream for free. Provides so much great content for guys in New York, and I know being an international guy,
See
I was
Danny
watching it
Hewitt
in the
back.
UK as well, and
Danny Hewitt putting on a little clinic over there. Hopefully Kevin gets a shot.
yeah, look at this.
5-ball in the left corner, guys.
Boom, straight in, and he's lost the
Okay.
cue ball. Ooh, hits the nudge, and he's perfect.
I think he can actually pull right between the 7 and 2, but I think I would actually play above the 2 just to avoid the scratch possibility. So I'd play,
2 goes by the 8, right?
yeah, I'd play for the 2 by the 8 instead.
Yeah, you
And
just need
that's
to
might
maybe
be what
just
he's thinking.
take a minute and.
I told you he was a fast shooter. I wasn't joshing you.
Oh, he tried to hook around it. That was good.
No, he played the first position, which was, I mean, it was just tight position. So he's feeling good about his stroke and the speed, because you wouldn't play that shot if you felt.
He might bump the 6 here, because you don't want to scratch this, and this is the problem here.
Yeah, he
Wow.
played good speed.
Look at that speed, man.
Yeah, his speed's on now. So his last 2 shots showed that he's starting to really feel the table and really
Yeah.
feel his stroke hand. So
He's got a 6 rack lead too. You know, you kind of like I can
Yeah,
do
you-
that. I can be a little bit more relaxed.
your arm's not in jail anymore.
Yeah.
When you got a
What do you
huge
reckon?
lead, your arm does
Full-
loosen up a little bit.
Forward or back here?
Uh,
He looks like he likes the draw.
I think he's straighter in than you think. If he's got some angle, I think forward's the play. But if he doesn't, he'll draw it. If he's straight on the ball, he's got to draw it straight back.
Yeah, it looks like Joey. I haven't seen much of
Wait.
Joey play, but he kind of did he.
He
Has
had
he
a little
slowed
angle.
down his game? Has he slowed down a little?
Uh,
I have a feeling I think he's taking his time for the TV crowd. This is to go on the hill, so this is a huge rack. If he
yeah.
gets on the hill now, he's
This is that back cut that he missed earlier, but I suspect he's going to make it this time.
nice bit of spin. I've got a nice nudge again, and
Got a little roll.
but he's still difficult. It's still not like perfect here.
Just a little stun shot, maybe a touch of right. You hit the bottom rail and come back up for the 8, right?
You play this in the side, or
Yeah, I play this inside. I think, if I'm seeing the angle right. I play with a little bit of draw and a little bit of right. Just a sliver of right. Ooh, he used a lot of right. That was the other option. Good shot. He hit it a little firm.
yeah, he did, but he knew from where he was. This is, I mean, he can finish anywhere on the right-hand side of the table now. Just needs to make the 8. Doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball. Perfect.
Gotta say, you know, if I were watching Joey from the sidelines, I would think that he didn't
it.
have a great cue ball, but we saw him execute like 2 perfect cue ball positions crossing the line there. You know, it's funny, but he sort of turns on the cue ball when he needs to and relaxes when he doesn't. It's
Mhm.
quite a
Very natural player, isn't he?
balance there, the act that he's playing.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go. Well, Joey's on the hill, 8-1. Don't think Matt's put on his best performance, but he's definitely not going to give up. I mean, I've seen Matt come back from, I think 7. I've seen him 7-2 down and win 8-7.
Yeah.
So you can't count him out just yet.
Pamela Reed, thank you so much. I didn't know that you did that yesterday. And you didn't have to do that, to be honest. But I appreciate it, no matter what it was. Thank you, Pamela, for your donation.
6 went straight in.
Yeah, and the 7, and look at the control on this. He needs the 8 to
Easy
roll out the way,
roll a
but
little further.
it's still
Oh.
good. This is still easy.
No combo's easy, but if he makes this, the rest of the rack will be easy. This is the shot.
Yeah, the cue ball's coming up and down.
Yeah, position's pretty natural, but he's got to pocket this 1-8.
Has to pocket it, yeah. You see Kevin there just making a 9-ball combo. Perfect.
That's good for Kevin. I've seen Kevin in the chair a little too much, so
Yeah.
great shot by Joey. Made it look easy. Now he can play the 1 to the 2, follow up a little bit for the 3 in the side.
I think we're about to see the winner.
He's just going to follow up for the 3 in the side.
I'm going to call it early. Roll it through.
Perfect.
Stop, stop. Stop, stop, 5.
I would actually go forward and play a 2-rail position towards the 5, but he can just stop it if he wants. I guess I like moving the queue a little too much.
Well, more angle than we thought,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
doing it that way, he's made it look good. See how loose and free he is right now? You're just thinking, man, I make these balls in my sleep.
Yeah, Joey putting on a little performance here.
There it is, man.
Poor Matt didn't really have much to say.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, Rich. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
We greatly appreciate you guys
Thank you.
listening in, and hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Do quick thanks to Jacoby Custom Cues, Kamui Tips and Chalk, Amsterdam Billiards, Azala Botanicals, Narcoleptic Chalk Holders, Let's Go Print, NYC, and the Billiardist, and also a special thanks to Baltimore City Cues. They're up in the corner here if anyone wants to buy some equipment. Dell's got some sponsors he'd like to thank as well. I'm signing off, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, guys, thanks so much. The next match is on at 8 p.m. Thanks to Mike for sitting in with me.